today's practice will be a short flexibility flow. So come to your mat in a seated position, bring your chin to your chest, and roll your right ear to your right shoulder. And then back to center, chin to your chest, and your left ear to your left shoulder. And continue in that semicircle shape a few times, just very slowly, feeling out your neck muscles, and taking it to the other side. And you might tense your fingertips out to the side, just to feel a stretch in your upper trapezius muscles from your ear all the way to your fingertips. Take that one more time to the other side. And then slowly come back to center. Lift your head and align your head and neck with your spinal column. Take your arms up. And hold between your palms a feeling of gratitude. Find one thing that you're grateful for today. What are you thankful for? Take a moment to breathe in this feeling of gratitude. And as you exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Interlace your fingers, press your palms away from you. As you round your spine into flexion, bring your chin to your chest. Feel your shoulder blades separate. And then inhale, reach your arms up as you extend your spine. Root down evenly to lift up, you lift taller. Feel the lifting of your rib cage away from your pelvis. And then bring your hands behind your head and lean your head back into your hands. Let your elbows widen. Come back to neutral and bring your hands behind you. And again, push the floor away to lift your chest. Stretch out your legs in front of you. Flex and point your toes. Flex and point. And avoid sinking into your shoulders, but feel a lifting up. And then circle out your ankle joints. The other direction. And then sitting up tall, cross your legs again, but take the other leg in front. Bring your hands to your knees. And isolate your rib cage side to side. Just your rib cage side to side. And again, side to side. And then isolate your rib cage forward and back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Again, inhale forward, exhale back. And then all four corners of your mat. See if you can move your rib cage to all four corners of your mat. And then instead of a circle, or instead of a square, circle it around. So draw a circle around your waist, around your hips. A little bit like belly dancing. Warming up the middle, the intercostal muscles, the muscles between your rib cage. And reverse direction, circle the other way. And just let this movement feel intuitive. You might begin to add your arms. You might begin to rock forward and lean back. And take one more big circle. Come all the way back to center. And take your left arm up and lean over to the right side. Inhale through center. Take your other arm up and lean to the left side. Inhale through center. Exhale, lean to the right. And take your top hand behind your head and lean your head back into your hand. Point your elbow up towards the ceiling and draw that left shoulder back. Bottom ribs rotating up towards the sky. And bend your right elbow in towards your rib cage. Inhale, come all the way through center. And exhale, lean to the other side. Take your top hand behind your head. Point your elbow up. Press your head back into your hand and draw your right shoulder back. Bend your left elbow in towards your rib cage. Take one more expansive inhale. Come all the way up through center. And exhale, twist to your right. Bring your left hand to your knee and rotate your torso. Low belly, ribs, and chest, spiraling, looking over your right shoulder. And slowly unwind on your inhale, and then exhale, twisting to your left. Lower spine, middle spine, upper spine, and looking to your left shoulder. Inhale, come to the center and walk your hands out in front of you. Exhale as you take a seated forward fold. Let your head and your neck release. And breathe into your back ribs and your side ribs. Can you surrender for one more breath? On an inhale, walk your fingertips back towards your legs. And let's rock forward to table, hands and knees. Find a neutral table, wrists underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Neutral spine, neutral neck. And take an inhale, lift your chest as you arch back. Draw your shoulder blades onto your back. And as you exhale, push the earth away, round your spine. Draw your chin to your chest, look towards your navel. Inhale again, unwind from your pelvis, ripple through your spine, lift your heart. And exhale, round into flexion. Inhale again, unwind from your pelvis, ending through the crown of your head. And exhale, dome shape your back like a rainbow spine, feeling your shoulder blades separate. Inhale, come back to neutral table and step your right foot back for a calf stretch. Press down through the ball of your foot, out through your heel, and lengthen your chest forward. And then let's switch. Step your left leg back. Reach out through your back heel, reach forward through the front of your spine. And then step your right foot back again, come into high plank. Bring your hips in line with your spine. Lift your navel in and up towards your spine to engage your core. Lift your inner thighs to engage your leg muscles. One long line of energy from the crown of your head to your heels. Feel buoyant as you push the earth away. One more inhale, feeling steady. Exhale, shift forward, lower your knees, lower to your chest. Press into the tops of your feet. Inhale to baby cobra, 5 breath cycles. Isometrically pull your hands towards your hips to lift your chest forward. Lengthen your earlobes away from your shoulders. Hug your elbows into midline. And press into the tops of your feet, feel your kneecaps lift, your quads engage to stabilize your pelvis. Look towards the top of your mat or a few inches forward. One more expansive inhale. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, hands and knees. Exhale, child's pose. You can bring your knees wide apart, bring your big toes to touch, and sink your hips back towards your heels. Feel your spine extend forward. And in your child's pose, flip your palms up, bring your pinkies to touch, and open up your palms to the sky. Take a moment to think of something that you're grateful for. It can be the smallest thing. Having an attitude of gratitude so that we practice being grateful for the smallest things. Holding that feeling of gratitude between your palms, bring your palms together and bring the thumbs to the nape of your neck for a tricep stretch. You can even scoot your elbows forward and then shift your hips back. Let your heart melt towards the earth. Breathe into your triceps and your upper back, your armpits. Release your hands to the mat. Inhale to table. Walk your hands forward, curl your toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. And pedal out your feet, lower one heel, stretching the calf muscles, the Achilles, even the arch of your foot. And then alternate. Lower the other heel, press your hands down and forward. Feel that lifting of your armpits. Alternate again, feel your head and your neck release. And one more time, other side. And then find some stillness in your downward facing dog. Even if your knees are bent, your heels are lifted. Right? Be patient, letting your hamstrings warm up as we go. And slowly on an inhale, float your right leg parallel to the floor. Lift your inner thigh. So re-level your hips. Lift up with your heel toes turned down. Pull that left hip crease back. Push your hands down and forward. Exhale, draw your knee to your chest and create space to step your foot between your hands. Come onto your fingertips and reach your heart forward. Draw your shoulder blades onto your back. Lower your back knee down, shift your hips back, half splits. Let's move dynamically forward, shifting forward to feel the lengthening of your left psoas, your left hip flexor. And exhale as you shift back, draping your rib cage over your thigh to stretch and lengthen the right hamstrings. Inhale, lunging forward. Exhale, shifting back. Inhale, lunging forward. Plant your left hand. Take your right arm up. Easy twist to your right. Push the floor away. Rotate the left side of your rib cage towards your right thigh. Hug your right thigh into midline. Curl your back toes under and try lifting your back thigh away from the earth. Can you rotate more along the axis of your spine so you're not dropping into that left hip? Look up to your right thumb. Inhale. Exhale, return to down dog. Inhale, way forward, high plank. Engage your core. Bring your hips in line with your spine. Push the earth away. Shift forward. As you exhale, lower your knees and lower your chest. Press into the tops of your feet. Inhale to cobra. Just one breath cycle here. Exhale, lower. Inhale, table. And exhale, child's pose. Inhale, table. Exhale, down dog. And slowly on an inhale, float your left leg parallel to the floor. Lift your inner thigh. Pull your right hip crease back. Push your hands down and forward. Exhale, draw your knee to your chest and step your foot between your hands. Come onto your fingertips. Lengthen your sternum forward to lengthen your right heel away from you. And lower your back knee down, top of your foot. Lift your chest, maybe come onto your fingertips. And then shifting your hips back, half splits, lengthening the back of your left thigh. Inhale, lunging forward, chest lifting, shoulders back. So we're lengthening the right psoas. Exhale, shifting your hips back, spine long, feeling that lengthening of your left hamstrings. Inhale again, shift your hips forward. And exhale, shift your hips back. Inhale, shift your hips forward, right hand down, left arm up, easy twist to your left. Hug your left thigh in. Curl your back toes under and lift your right thigh away from the floor. Can you level your hips a little bit more and rotate the right side of your rib cage towards your left thigh? Look up to your left thumb. One more inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, way forward to high plank. Exhale, shift forward, lower all the way down, one straight line. Press into the tops of your feet. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in deeply. Breathe out slowly. Come down to your knees. And let's come into child's pose. Sink your hips towards your heels. Release your head towards the earth. Breathe into your back body. And on your inhale, slowly come up to all fours. Bring your knees together. Walk your hands up your legs. So we'll take two variations of camel pose. Squeeze your inner thighs together like you're squeezing a block between your legs. Bring your hands to your back pockets. You want to press your pelvis forward as you lift your chest and draw your elbows towards the back. Gaze forward or slightly up. Inhale back to neutral. And take your hands out in front of you. Interlace your fingers, press your palms away, And lift up as you inhale, lengthen through your waistline. Keep squeezing your inner thighs together and arch back gently. Lift your rib cage away from your pelvis. Arch back. And slowly come through. And let's find child's pose with the knees together, arms by your side with the palms turned up. And relax your shoulders. Long breath in. Slow breath out. Walk your hands out in front of you. Sit on your heels. Let your hips roll to the left and your feet to the right. And cross your right foot on the outside of your left knee. Bring that right hip down. So we're going to do a seated twist. You can do this with the left knee bent, or you can have the left leg straight. So left hand to right knee, right fingertips behind you. Inhale, lengthen through your spine, and exhale, rotate to your right. Lower spine, middle spine, upper spine. And the hand to the knee or the forearm to your right thigh. Anchor evenly through your sit bones. Widen across your collarbones. And then inhale to unwind. Lean back on your hands and then switch your legs. Cross your left leg on front. Okay. And then root evenly through your sit bones. Bring your right hand to your left knee, left fingertips behind you. As you inhale, lift up tall. As you exhale, slowly and evenly spiral to your left. And then you might wrap your forearm around your top thigh. Keep your chin parallel to the earth. And then unwind on an inhale, come back to center. And straighten out both of your legs. Maybe rock them out a little. Walk your heels to the very top of your mat. Reach your arms straight out in front of you. And slowly, using your core strength, lower onto your back. All the way down to your back. Relax your arms by your side. Relax your shoulder blades down. And take an open mouth exhale. And rest here for 2 minutes. Close your eyes. Relax your muscles. We did a bit to warm up the hamstrings, the hip flexors. We did some gentle twisting just to warm up the movement of the spine, flexion and extension, rotation. And slowly take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Bend your knees. Place your feet on the mat to roll over to your side. And then slowly and gently come all the way up to a seat. Sit up tall, bring your hands in front of your heart, and just take a moment to notice your physical body. How your body feels after this gentle stretching. And then take a moment to observe your mental state, what part your physical practice has on your mind state. Let's take a deep breath in together. Breathe in, and exhale, breathe out. Thank you for joining me for this practice.